A very good evening to Chai Pe Charcha. As we all know, Chai Pe Charcha is a signature event on Me Myself Mom platform where we connect with our peer members, we discuss a lot of things, we speak from our heart, and maybe end of the event we come up with so many beautiful and nice and wonderful revelations of our own self. We have experienced in each and every charcha the same thing. And this month, the month of August, our theme is I have the power to heal myself. Yes, every woman has that inbuilt capability to heal themselves from inside out. And no, you never know how, but as a girl turns into a woman, she acquires this strength from all that she experiences and sees. And maybe this is something which is god gifted, but they has this power to heal themselves, and that is how they can heal others too. So today we have Navinta with us, we have Sharda with us, who are going to share their experiences, that how they cope up with difficult situations, how they manage to heal themselves, and much, much more.
I would like to thank you for getting me here and expressing myself on this platform. Sabari ma'am actually at the very straight in telling that it is not very easy to heal. It is not very easy. And especially when you are facing challenges not only for yourself but with your kids as well. As I have an autistic daughter and I'm also running an NGO for all these children. So everything keeping in mind, I have to think so many things in my external world before I think in my for my internal self, right? And I think I should now it is high time that I should turn it around and I should first think of internal self and then about my external. Because unless and until what I have faced myself, what I have felt myself, unless and until there is clarity within your heart and there is peace within your heart and mind, both, you cannot deal with the outside. Physically, mentally, if you are in chaos and if things are not aligned as you want, definitely it affects everything that you are doing. It affects your actions, not only personally, professionally also. It definitely affects. So speaking on healing part, how can we heal? See, normally we are actually hurt by those who are our closest. This is what I feel. Because it makes no difference what anybody else is saying, speaking, or anybody else is actually, talking about us. It makes no difference. But what our loved one is doing, what our loved one is thinking about us, that makes the complete difference. And I am kind of person who will not look for जहां से दर्द मिला है वहीं से मुझे दवा नहीं मिल सकती. That is what I feel. So I have to heal myself. Whatever, wherever I am hurt, I have to heal myself. And the only one thing that I find solace is in spirituality. I'm not a religious person. I mean, a staunch religious person nahi hu main, but I am a spiritual person who believes in learning from any kind of guru who can give you peace. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं एक गुरु जी को follow करूँगी, then और या एक God को follow करूँगी, then I'll stop listening to others. No, I'm not like that kind of person. If I can learn from Buddhism, I can also learn from Art of Living. I can also learn from any other, spiritual guru who can give solace and heal my heart, who can teach me what actually life is, what actually the way, what actually the track is which we should follow. So learning from different kind of spiritual gurus, I think one thing that I follow to heal within myself is I chant. I do chanting, and I listen music. Yes, I am a musical person, but sometimes when a situation which is already, feeling like it has given you so much of exhaustion, so much of pain actually. Sometimes such situations do not heal you. So तब म्यूजिक भी काम नहीं आता है, कुछ भी लिरिक्स काम नहीं आते हैं. हर कोई हम सैड सुनना चाहते हैं सैड की सिचुएशन में, तो वो हम खुद से रिलेट कर लेते हैं, एंड इट गिव्स यू मोर पेन instead of healing. But when you turn towards spirituality, when you talk to universe, that whatever your pain is, talk to universe. I do that. I talk to myself, I shout at myself, I scream at myself, and I ask questions to the universe. I ask many things to the universe. I know उस टाइम पे वो solution नहीं मिलेगा, उस टाइम पे answer नहीं मिलेगा. But yes, it is just like when you are hungry, when you are thirsty, you talk to your mother कि मम्मी मुझे पानी चाहिए. अब मम्मी आपको खाना देगी, लेकिन नहीं, मुझे तो प्यास लगी है, मुझे पानी चाहिए. Unless you speak it out, you will not get what you want. So, and every time you don't get what you want actually. So I speak to Mother Universe. I am that kind of person who will not ask any person for my answers, except the one, yes, who has hurt me. I will definitely express my pain to that person, but definitely I know I will not get answer from there. If that person understands my pain, if that situation is understood what I'm going through, definitely, if he loves me, or if he wants the relation to be improved, then automatically the universe is listening, seeing, and guiding. It is a guiding force for sure, and it heals me from by giving answers and changing situations for me at an appropriate time. It is not कि मैंने आज क्वेश्चन मांगा आज ही आंसर दे देगा यूनिवर्स. नो, इट विल टेक इट्स ओन टाइम. अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ मुझे भूख लगी है, तो वो खाना पकने में जो मैं चाहती हूँ, ऐसा तो कुछ भी मिल जाएगा, लेकिन जो मैं चाहती हूँ उसको पकने में टाइम लगेगा. सिंपल इज दैट. ऐसे ही यूनिवर्स वो मेरे फेवर में जो सिचुएशन होगा वो बनाने में टाइम लेगा. दैट आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. That I have to understand from within. I cannot tell any person that you change my situation. No, nobody can do that. It's only me. And yes, only thing that I get peace and solace is in chanting. Be it a Buddhism mantra, be it Hare Krishna mantra, be it anything. Or yes, of course, one more thing that gives me, that I think heals me actually, is writing down. I pen down my pain in verses. If nobody is there to listen to me, definitely मैं वो लिख डालती हूँ. I write them down in the form of poetry, verses, odes, whatever comes to my mind, I just pen it down. And yes, मुझे इतना फिर ये लगता है कि yes, feeling the pain and expressing it, both are important. Once you feel it, yes, you are going through this, you're going through a pain which nobody else can feel, but you your own self can do that. Understand what it is, why it is, and express it in whatever way possible. Write it down, say it out, but you have to bust it out. Otherwise it will definitely affect your physical and mental health for sure. I have experienced it myself, and I would like to just say that anything one is saying, see, we do wrong. If the next person is doing anything wrong, हम भी गलती करते हैं, मेरे से भी गलतियां हुई होंगी, but accepting that guilt as an emotion, It is that guilt is an emotion. That is not your permanent chapter of life. Let it pass. Let that guilt pass away. That if you have done anything wrong, just like an emotion of happiness has passed with time, I think guilt should also, if हमने गलती की है, तो guilt को भी pass कर देना चाहिए. And last but not the least, I would say we'll have to understand that if you are always scared that I lose this, I lose that in life, that scariness has to be removed. मैं ये करूंगा तो मेरा ये बुरा मानेगा, मैं वो करूंगा तो मेरा वो बुरा मानेगा. वो चीज अगर हमेशा हमारे माइंड में होता है, we can never improve ourselves. You cannot please everybody. You cannot please everybody. So at least please the one who has given you tons of respect and love. At least please that one person. That is enough for you. Don't be scared to lose this and that, because when you are going from this life, you will not have anything in your hand. Everything will be left here only. So जब खाली हाथ जाना है तो इसको पकड़ उसको पकड़ के क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. So better you live your life with respect and dignity by loving your own self and loving the one who has loved you, who has given you respect, instead of loving and pleasing and thinking about rest of the world. I think that is the most important, that we have clarity in our minds with the relations, with the good relations that we have. And yes, spirituality is a backbone of life, I must say. Spirituality, whatever you follow, follow it when not only in happiness but in pain also. आप पेन में उसको ज्यादा जब महसूस करते हो कि हाँ, God is with me, I have surrendered myself, and it's up to Him to decide my fate, then automatically you will get healed. This is a sure short formula of healing the wounds that we have inside our hearts. Who have faith in God who has given us this life. This is not a theory. This is not something that I'm just saying in words. This is practical. This we have to understand. This has to be followed in every way. And teaching the same to our next generations will give you more happiness. Healing and happiness both are required in life. So if you want happiness, pass it to your next generation. Pass it to your children. Pass it to whomsoever you love. That please chant it. Please have faith in God that God is giving you the best. When our plans are not working, we have to understand that He has a better plan. He has a better plan for us. So following that, I am just going step by step in my life, doing what my heart wants to do, saying what my heart wants to say. And yes, of course, I am not scared of losing anything in life now, because I understand this aspect very well, that nothing is mine. Unless and until that, the next person, or be it my daughter, be it my husband, unless and until that person makes me feel that I belong to him or her, I have to understand that I belong to him only.
Very nicely explained by Navneeta Ahuja ji. She has done extremely, she has said, and I resonate with most of the points, because I also have these two sides, one spiritualism and one practical life. Sometimes I used to be very confused, like I love so much of spiritualism, I am into spiritualism, and then why can't I leave this, what do you call, lust for my saris, my makeup? Why is it so? Why do I love doing so much of always presentable, always good clothes? Why is it so? And I got the answer. I got the answer of this. So the answer was that I have both 3 and 6. in my numerology. So 6 means Venus, and 3 means the one, this thing, like for practical. One is spiritualism and one is practical. So then my mentor told me that, Sharda, you're so lucky that you're balancing. Otherwise, people with these numbers, either they go for complete spiritualism, but you are maintaining so well. Now, I'm talking about the healing. Yes, I was always giving trouble to myself because we are the one, I think you all agree, that we blame for everything to this person, to this one. Why did you do so? Why it happened? You're so foolish. You are crazy, and so many things. So when I was also doing, and the things were getting very worse, I didn't know what is forgiveness, what is gratitude, what is healing. I was unaware. At this age, when I got a mentor, I understood healing. You can heal yourself by forgiving people. You have to forgive because the main problem with all of us is expectations. We expect a lot from everybody, and this is the pain which we get. Like, for example, you remember your school time when you did a favor for your friend, like you gave her a copy or showed her homework or shared a pencil or a pen. But a moment came in your life that you really wanted that friend's help, and she did not. And what happened? We all know. We stopped talking. The friendship is broken forever and ever because expectations. We used to expect that if I have helped somebody, he or she is going to help me when the time comes. But today, I have understood, just forgive. Universe has someone else to help you. So don't expect that that person whom you have helped will give you help when you need it. So this is the first lesson I have understood how to heal myself. Second, I have understood one very good phrase. I got it from my mentor. The decision you made at any particular point was the only option available. It was the only option available, and you made that decision. So feeling of guilt has also gone. Like we are guilty many a times. Oh, I should not have done this. I shouldn't have done this. Else the things would have been in a different way. But you took the decision. It was the best option available at that point. Few days back, I was talking to one of my students of class 12, and from his father, I came to know that the parents are divorced. The parents are divorced. So I called this boy and I was just talking to him. I said, dear, you don't take any responsibilities. Why is it so? So he told me, ma'am, I was very good in studies till class 3, but now I don't like to study because I knew the situation. So I said, do you have any relation with your mother? So he said, yes, ma'am, I do have, but my father doesn't know. My father's family, they don't know that I am in good terms with my mother. I talk to her, but my father and his grandparents, they don't allow me to go and meet my mother or talk to her. I said, are you having this guilt of not telling your father? You are hurting yourself each and every day. You're not forgiving yourself. He said, yes, ma'am. I always feel guilty because I am doing this in spite my father doesn't want. I'm still doing. My father is taking care of everything. My grandparents are taking care of my food, lodging, everything, my each and small things. So I said, dear, for how many long years do you have your relation with your mother? You have kept it secretly. He said, I think it is more than 3 to 4 years. I am in relation. I have good cordial relation with my mother. My brother who is staying with my mother is not allowed to come to meet my father, and I'm not allowed. I told him only one thing. Dear, you have taken, remember, the decision you took 3 or 4 years back was the only best option available to you at that time. Do you agree? He said, ma'am, yes. And he took a deep sigh, deep breath, and just it went away. His guilt went away with that only statement. Next way, how do I heal? How do I forgive? How do I do it with the society? The most powerful prayer which I have come to know, the Ho'oponopono. This is so powerful prayer by Dr. Dr. Hewlin. Do you know? It's an old Hawaiian prayer, and nobody knew, the world did not know anything about Ho'oponopono. But Dr. Hewlin once was given the charge of a prison which was full of criminals, and those criminals were not simple criminals. They were very, very complex and very, very ferocious type of criminals. And Dr. Hewlin only took their files and he used to pray this 4 lines only every day with feelings. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. And this prayer, these 4 lines, he said for each and every criminal every day. And after a few months, the prisoners, they became, all the criminals, they were fully recovered, and the prison was closed. And it was shut down, and the whole world came to know about this powerful prayer, which is known as the forgiveness prayer, which is the healing prayer. So first of all, I have done this healing for myself. I have healed myself, and then forgiveness. Then I have left expectations. I don't expect. Even if I do favor from someone, I don't have expectations. Because being a science student, I know there are 86 billion neurons in our brain. And it's just like a chain reaction. If I'm saying something, something bad or something wrong or something depressing, so my one neuron, it gives message to the 1,000 neurons that now the situation is not good. My whole body was working in a very harmonious position. Everybody, my heart was doing its own function, blood was taking its own, it was doing something. My digestion system cells were helping digestion. But as soon as this one message came, a negative message, it one neuron to 1,000, then those 1,000 to more 1,000, and in this way, the full body got the message. Yes, now you secrete this bad hormones, that is adrenaline. Our body is addicted to adrenaline. And when we are happy, this dopamine, the very happy hormone flows, and all the cells, they are so happy. So I think that if we practice all these things, I'm practicing this myself, and also I'm doing the color therapy. I have learned color therapy, which is really helping me, and also I'm associated with few NGOs and just guiding them. Some of them, they're having relationship problems, some of them, they're having suicidal problems, tendency. And now I'm so happy that I'm helping people in my small way. And I know it will create a ripple effect. And once there will be a time when people, they will be following this color in their life to heal them up. And in this way, I think I have done healing to myself and the society. And one sentence by his name is, I'm just forgetting him, name, Nitya Shanti. Yes, Nitya Shanti. He's again my spiritual mentor. And his one line I really love: the rest of my life is the best of my life.